So I've got a couple products I'm trying out. This first one, we'll see how it works. It's from, what is it from? No app required, but it's supposed to follow me. Let's see if it does, or if it doesn't. I don't know. Doesn't look like it, but we'll do a product review on it and see if it does work. It says up to 8 hours. Hey, it is following me, kinda. I don't know what it's following, but we'll see what happens. The other item is, I never used to really be a Harbor Freight proponent, but because I'm working on my sleigh, I was using my random orbital DA, and because out here in my garage I just have a little pancake compressor, it couldn't keep up. So I've been using Hercules products, which is Harbor Freight. I think they're higher end. I think they're a little better than Bauer, which is also Harbor Freight brand. But because I have a bunch of Hercules products, and they had a program where if you buy a battery and a charger, you get a tool free. So this is what I got. And it's a 5-inch random orbital sander, up to 40 minutes of runtime, whatever that means. Faster sanding and more material removed. It uses the 5.0 battery, so that's where you get your longer runtime. And I bought a charger and a battery, so it makes this thing a little heavier, but it's still pretty compact. It's only 5-inch and it should work. It's hook and loop design, so changing paper out is easy. I think, well, I guess I can't complain because it was free, but they only give you one pad. So we'll see what happens. I probably should read directions. That gives me that. And that's pretty quiet. We'll see how it works. Got this little dust collector. Don't know if those ever have worked for anything, but we'll see. Oh. And I can't forget my earmuffs. Must have eye and ear protection. So it goes up there like that, goes on my ears, and when I'm ready, I can pull it down, and my eyes will be protected too. Or does it not feel right? I don't think that I'm right. Is it my hat that makes it feel goofy? Or does my hat just make me look goofy? Anyway, let's give her a little sand here. Empty box in the way. Empty box in the way. And if it's too noisy, I'll stop. I'm not sure I like the on-off button right there, but also I can get used to that. Oh, charging light tells you how much charge is in this battery. And we'll see how that works. So I think, so let's pause this for a minute. Seems like maybe if I was walking around the shop or something, it'd be different. Let's peel this off part way. You remember one of the earlier episodes, I put that on there. And let's try this. So I'm liking this. Gosh, but I hate to do this, but I think, dadgummit, I need to remove the body from the sleigh. I think that'll be my best bet. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be 8 bolts, nuts and bolts on each side. And I think that's what it's going to take. So I'm going to pause it for now. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to tip this up on end so you can, I'm going to put it on camera so you can see how light it is or how I died at the last minute. One or the other. Let's see how this goes. It's really not that heavy. It might be a little awkward, but really not that heavy. Oh, and then you'll get to see my crappy repair job over here too. Yeah, that's why they make sandpaper, right? Open. Did I do it right? Nope. There we go. There we go. And I'm still alive. All right. Before I turn the camera off, it looks like we'll point them out. I'm going to guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's 2 up front that hold this whole thing on. And once this whole thing is disconnected, then I'll put this on a sawhorse and be able to work on it without all this other gear around it. And it'll give me a chance to sand and figure out what I'm going to do with this stuff. Alright. And P.S. These are all square nuts on there, so they're probably original. So let's see if they come off or not. Alright. Yeah, as you can see, I put it up on its top because there's a few extra screws and stuff I need to get to. And And there's just no way to get to them. I'm not gonna lay on the floor and do it either. All right, back in. One thing, you can tell it's early because every one of these is done in a flathead screwdriver. Multiple layers of paint on them, so I have to dig the paint off of them. But other than that, they're coming out pretty good. Knock on wood. Okay, got those 4 screws out. Don't know what else is holding on other than these are all put in at an angle. Let's see how it takes to knock them loose. So, a hammer I will get. So let's see how quick I can destroy some of these original bolts. Well. Thought they'd be easier than they are. They're not, of course. But it probably doesn't help that I glassed them all in either. Back on, but I don't think that matters at all. So, the next step to see if I can do this without destroying it. So let me show you where I'm at. If you can see them here or not. But these heads, I glued them all in. And now I have to figure out how to get them out. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Or is it 4 or 5 steps back? Either way, this is where all right, so here's where we want to be. I got the thing loose. I'm a little nervous. I think it's more work now, but it'll be done right. So, get it off of here. And then figure out how I'm going to handle it. Back in a minute. So, I guess you should see it. It's pretty simple. I'm going to move this out. I don't think I have to worry about anybody stealing the runners without the body on it. Don't know that I need to worry about everybody stealing the body, but, you know, let's not give anybody any ideas. Anyway, let me stop. So I didn't really want to tear it down this far, but hindsight being what it is, it would have been the smart thing to do from the beginning. And now I kind of have a blank slate to work from to try to fix up some of the stuff that I screwed up first time around. So I think I'm going to end it for right now. The built-in This here is a no-go. It's going back to Amazon tomorrow. As far as, see that? It just did all that. As far as the orbital sander, I think the orbital sander, I'll give her another try here in a minute. See how goofy this thing's acting? Not gonna recommend this. We'll try a different one tomorrow. Anyway, hopefully this wasn't too boring for you, and we'll see you next time. So this is supposed to be floating in here. I think it goes like this, and this, and then I don't know why it floats, but the runners are all they're holding in. So I took these out and I clean off all this wonderful crap I put on them. But the good thing is now I can get in here and clamp this all up and glue it back together and make it one piece. So that's where I'm at. All right, now I'm done.